Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Principal News Conference from the company's Board of Directors that took place on Tuesday, April 25th. My name is Oleg Lipovetsky, and I will be translating on behalf of the company's Board of Directors. Valery Ostrikov speaking. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. Traditionally, we have our weekly conferences on Mondays, but this time we postponed our weekly conference to Tuesday, as we were waiting for those partners who attended our event in Minsk to return to their homes. I hope that most of them are back. We had a very eventful international conference in Minsk in a very good hotel. Partners got to visit the office of our developers, our top leaders met with Mr. Shartrov, and the board of directors spoke with our legal team, who then answered all the questions from the partners. I hope that everyone enjoyed the event in Minsk. Let's begin. Apart from the excitement from the recent event, I wanted to summarize all of what was discussed there. We will go over the materials that were introduced at the event, as well as we will discuss our future changes to the messenger, to the marketing plan, to the business center, and so on. Unfortunately, however, I can't pass the atmosphere of the event in Minsk at the conference today, but I can share the news and updates that we were talking about. A lot of people ask this question of themselves. Why do some companies become so great and powerful while others don't? There have been studies done to analyze the development process of a company, and there are books about it. However, the main idea is quite simple. Those companies that manage to integrate the innovation proficiently become the greatest, not the ones that invent it. Let's take the well-known example of Facebook. Facebook made several social networks come to life, that is MySpace and Friendster. However, Facebook was very smart about integrating those technologies that everybody knew about. Those technologies weren't new, aka newsfeed, aggregation of content, and others. Facebook did not invent those technologies. It simply made them work and named it as social network. And Facebook was the best one on the market in doing so, especially doing so in time. Another classical example is about Odnoklassniki network entering the Russian market. During the time when it entered, there were 8 analogies of classmates in Russia prior to Odnoklassniki's release. Classmates simply made a prototype for Odnoklassniki. This notion can be traced everywhere. We had a Google representative present at our event, and even Google, the biggest monopolist in numerous countries, did not invent anything new. Google was unveiled 20 years after other browsers, such as Explorer, Opera, Firefox, and so on. The foundation of Google, the reference link weight, was invented 50 years before Google was even a company. So what exactly did Google do? They integrated the previously existing developments. Hence, we come to a conclusion. The majority of great companies have grown by integrating the currently existing IT developments into their business. This is how we are building our messenger. We're not inventing certain global technologies. Yes, we do bring innovation, but the innovation of the effective integration of solutions that have shown their recognition into our messenger. Large businesses are built by the same exact structure. I am giving you a glimpse of what certain institutions have been researching. Firstly, a business does the accumulation of experience over 2 to 3 years, exactly what our team of developers is currently doing by accumulating competence. And secondly, another important aspect is that we're looking and working on a non-monopolized market. The market of messengers will never be monopolized by one messenger. That is the nature of it. On this slide, you can see that there are such companies as Telegram, Badu, Playrix, Wargaming, and so on. Not one of these companies was the first one on the market, however. Not one is a monopolist. They simply kept hitting the same spot over and over a long period of time until they reached success. Over time, the period that a business has to keep on hitting the same spot shortens. Before, it used to be 5 years. Today, it only takes 2 to 3 years. To summarize, GEM4ME Messenger is developing on a rapidly growing market. Messaging will always be in demand, and it will be consistently growing. Secondly, The market cannot be monopolized at all. One messenger cannot take over the whole market. Thirdly, GEM4ME has the most competent team of developers, which I will discuss in more details later. And lastly, it integrates the latest technologies, fintech solutions, bots, conversational economics, marketplace, moneymaker, and the army of fans. All of these aspects, plus us hitting the same spot over and over again, is the key to our success. We're hitting for our place on the market. We are doing so in the area of the amount of downloads, the development of our technologies, and so forth. Therefore, from a startup, GEM4ME has evolved to being a strategist. We have completed our toughest stage of development. We have reached over 2 million of downloads, and so on. We wish for it all to happen a little bit faster. However, we are demonstrating the speed of our development and the security of our future. We invite everyone to our conferences. We give weekly updates. We share the information about how much money and for what purposes we invest in the messenger, and so on. I wanted to discuss the messenger's latest development very briefly as well. The new native version of GEM4ME is released tomorrow, the one that we completely rewrote and works very fast. Most importantly, this version will have all of the functions that we mentioned earlier, and one of the functions that we could not find an agreement on was the color of the messenger. Therefore, we made it so that any user can personalize it however he wants it to be. The design is adjustable and one can make it to fit his or her personal taste. Next, this native version has the money maker feature, which is already functioning. This is what the home screen of the application now looks. This is the function that many have been waiting for. We went over the procedures on how one can earn pocket money to spend on a weekend lunch, per se, thanks to the function of the moneymaker bot. The market of mobile applications is developing very rapidly. Many mobile applications want people to download and use their applications, and they are ready to pay them for that. Various applications are ready to pay the users of our application through the moneymaker platform for promoting their applications. This is beneficial for both sides. The new native version has this option and it already works. The next function I wanted to discuss is the marketplace. This is what we've been talking about for quite some time. As per the conversational economics terminology, we call it the market bot. I also wanted to add that what we're working very hard on currently. We are launching completely new financial services in addition to all of this, all within the application. We are continuing to test the native version for Android. We will release another build for all the testers tomorrow. And we will launch it for public use with a market bot and the moneymaker fully functioning until May 15th. In conclusion, I wanted to discuss the new business center. Starting April 23rd, the new business center is actively working and we are eliminating all the errors very promptly. It works very well already. Most importantly, the new business center is multilingual and multifunctional. Apart from that, it is designed to host hundreds of millions of people. This is exactly where we are headed. We're doing everything we can so that our new business center was pleasant to use, but also earned you money. This is everything that I wanted to share with you today. Thank you very much for your time, as I am passing the word to Alexander Kachanovsky, the member of the Board of Directors. Alexander Kachanovsky speaking. Dear friends, good afternoon and welcome to our weekly news conference. Let's continue our conference as we have a lot to cover today. I also wanted to say a few words about the conference in Minsk. Last year, we had 2 conferences in Minsk and this was our 3rd conference there. The most memorable part of this conference for me was when a partner from Yekaterinburg approached me and said that she was at the previous conference in Minsk last year, and she noted how drastic of a growth she has noticed. I have the same exact feeling from this conference. How we were able to grow so much in just 1 year, change so much. And those people who were present at the conference don't have a single doubt that everything that we planned will be achieved. We are creating a world's product, and our partners from Korea, Japan, India, Europe, United States, and Canada that traveled thousands of miles to join us were able to understand what we do and how we do it, and how fast we are approaching our goals. I wanted to show the actual amount of downloads of our application. We're surely getting closer to the 3rd million of users, as we have said earlier. Certain partners are making bets on how soon we will achieve our goal, and we will definitely achieve it. A representative from Google spoke at our close part of the event for our Diamond Masters, and he mentioned that 60% of applications are not downloaded by people ever. People invest money just so that a few people download their application. We have joined the premium class of application, the class with millions of active users, especially given the functionality that our team is currently working on, and that is our goal to deliver it to the users. We are sure that we will continue to gain the user base. This is our most powerful means of gaining users. I wanted to discuss the earnings of this past week. This is a very remarkable week, as most of it was spent on traveling to the conference and back, and yet certain leaders managed to earn that much money. This slide only proves that those partners whose systems work well can travel and do other things while continuing to earn. They get to check their business centers in the morning and be pleased with their earnings from the day before. I wanted to congratulate them together with you. They are from Stanford, United States, Moscow, Russia, Almaty, Kazakhstan, Perm, Russia, Murmansk, Russia, Tyumen, Russia, Cherkasy, Ukraine, Maple, Canada, and Cherkasy, Ukraine. One partner managed to earn $5,585 in just one day. He's our leader of the week. This shows not only that we set high goals for ourselves, but also that the obstacles on our way to achieving those goals don't stop those who truly want them. I also wanted to briefly remind you about the contest that we announced last week. This is the best time to participate in the contest, as well as return highly motivated from our conference in Minsk, and it is the best time to take action and make the most out of it, and participate in this fun contest and help promote our application. Let's move on. I have a very important change for you all today, and we will go over it in detail now. The rapid takeoff is an addition to the marketing. It is not a change. We're not making any cardinal changes to the marketing. This is a minor cosmetic change, as we've discussed at the event, and how the business has to be described in 15 seconds. This is why we need to have a very simple marketing structure. Let's take a look together. The system that works today you are all very familiar with, but I wanted for you to take a look at what we did to our 4 main packages. We made it distinctive, an odd amount of shares, the amount of shares that comes in the packages, 3, 9, 27, and 81. Therefore, the price became even, 120, 360, 1080, and 3240. And we also made the Lego system, as we explained last week. This system means that one can purchase an Invest package right away, or 3 premium packages, 27 Go packages, or 9 Biz packages. You will receive the same result. Just like the Lego bricks, you will accumulate the desired package and upgrading to a higher level. However, we have always wanted to create a more adjusted system for a long time, as we accepted the system of promo packages about a year ago. The promo package came in with even numbers of 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Many partners asked how many promo packages could be purchased since they are very beneficial to them. The shares are transferred to the buyer's package, but the shares, as you can see, were not in increments of 3. They were 7, 17, 37, and 101. Therefore, the price wasn't even in that regard as well. 280, 680, 1560, and 4040. One couldn't simply say, buy 1 Biz package with 4 promo packages allowed, and that will be the same as 3 Go packages. That was a bit confusing. And now, we came to a decision on how to solve it and make the system more understandable for beginners. So, The cosmetic changes are as follows. Firstly, instead of the promo package that consists of 2 shares and is priced at $80, we introduced the GEM promo package that contains 1 share and its price will always be equal to the price of 1 share on a given day. Then, the amount of promo packages can be made to differ by 3 times from the previous level. On this slide, you can see the system that works today. That doesn't add up when people buy normal packages and promo packages. The rapid takeoff system, as you can see on each package level, has 1, 3, 9, or 27 of GEM promo packages. GEM promo is $40 each. Now, if we sum all of the Go packages and the allowed quantity of promo packages, the total sum of this basic package, the one that you know as Go, Biz, Premium, and Invest Plus, the allowed amount of promo packages, the price differs exactly by 3 times from the step above it. As you can see, 160, 480, 1440, and 4320 exactly by 3 times. And, of course, the amount of shares that come in the package, 4, 12, 36, and 180, also differs by 3 times. Most beginners, especially from far countries such as Japan and Korea, work like that. The leaders in those countries did not go in depth about the packages. They simply told their aspiring partners the price, which was very easy. This notion pushed us towards making these complex packages and call them GEM 1, GEM 2, GEM 3, and GEM Invest. Let's take a look. Now everything adds up. A beginner can buy the GEM 1 package if he's limited on the funds to spend, or the GEM 2 package that costs 3 times more, or instead of the GEM 2 package, take the GEM 1 package. This will be exactly the same by price, by shares, and bonuses. This is the new simplified system, and since a lot of partners purchased the Biz and Premium packages, and some chose to buy or not to buy the promo packages. For them, there will be a chance to use the basic packages of Go, Biz, Premium, and Invest, but also purchase the allowed amount of GEM promo packages of $40 with 1 share. Or he can buy the 1, 3, 9, or 27 on each level. The system is put together here as what we call the Lego system. It is very simple. If one does not have enough money to buy a GEM Invest package, he can buy 3 GEM 3 packages instead, or 9 GEM 2 packages. One can invest $160 for GEM 1 every week and upgrade to GEM 2 level in 3 weeks. Why is this important to transfer to GEM 2 level? The reason is because you need to upgrade to receive higher incomes. We practice differentiated marketing, and the goal for each partner is to build their personal GEM Invest package from the smaller Lego bricks and receive the maximized amount of GEM promo packages, and to receive that through any combination of these packages. I discussed this in Minsk, and I hope that you will be able to understand it better with the help of these illustrations. Since we're aiming to simplify our marketing as best as we can, then having 2 different systems in our store is not the best. We will transfer to the updated and simplified version of the marketing, but we'll have both systems there until May 15th, so that the transition is smoother. As for now, we will have both the GEM 1, GEM 2, GEM 3, and GEM Invest packages, but also the old ones, Go, Biz, Premium, and Invest. The promo packages can be bought separately, but within the allowed amounts. One can buy an amount of GEM promo packages that is appropriate for his level. However, starting May 16th, only these 4 new and simple packages will be present in the store. Everything will be integrated. One will have the simplified options to choose his step sizes towards GEM Invest. Even if the partner purchases a GEM 1 package every day, he will attain the GEM Invest package in 27 days. I hope that you will enjoy this simplified system, and our technical employees will update the store by tomorrow. I also wanted to direct your attention that the amount of preferred shares has dropped drastically. In order to maximize the amount of participants in our project, the price of packages increases every month, and the GEM 1 package, for instance, and GEM Invest, the 2 main packages, will have the same content of shares. But With the price of one share increasing, the price of the package increases as well. You can see the fluctuations on this table here. An investor will pay more for the same amount of shares at a later point in time. May 1st is the next transition for the price per one share. We always update you ahead of time regarding this matter. To summarize all of these changes, first is the Lego system. It is launched starting tomorrow, and the revamped packages will be available for you tomorrow as well, while the old packages will remain available until the 16th of May. The second change is the price of packages increases, the personal bonus increases accordingly. On this slide, you can see the changes that we made to the personal bonuses after introducing the Lego system. Everything correlates here as well. You can see how each package has the personal bonus counter the changes. The third part of the changes is the extremely monetary 10 golden percent promotion. The 10% are generated from the price of the package that your personal partner buys, and as you can see in the second section, due to the increase of personal bonuses, the 10 golden percent promotion is even more profitable. You can see how the monetary wave is rising, and I wish for all of you to catch it. Make sure to explain to your beginners why it is especially profitable to join our actively developing project now. Thank you very much for your time and attention today, and until we meet next time. I am now passing the word to Natalia Arshavskaya, the member of the Board of Directors. Natalia Arshavskaya speaking. Good afternoon, dear friends. I also wanted to say a couple words about the event that has left big impacts on all of those who attended. We had a very multinational team whose representative came from various countries. Even if there were times when somebody was misunderstood, there was still communication without words. This was because we are one team and we are one very big mechanism that works together flawlessly. We're happy to welcome anyone, and we as a team don't have borders in our minds, which allows us to fuel our great project. Thank you everyone who attended. We had a very tight program, and this was the first time such a large group visited our developers. We had enough time to cover everything we planned. For those who ask if the recording of Google's representatives will be uploaded to the company's channel, I have to answer that unfortunately it will not. The reason is because this was at a closed meeting for those who attended, and we as a company will not publish what was exclusive for those who achieved their qualifications and got to experience it. Be sure to achieve those qualifications and attend our future events. As of now, it seems like a lot of our partners have left Minsk except for our Japanese partner, who came to Minsk for 1 whole week. She's studying the new updates and reviewing the updates that the company revealed at the event. Her name is Kaori. She was brave enough to travel across the world, and we found out that our partners from other countries have very little information, and yet they're still making major progress. All the representatives that wanted to come join us there made it to the conference. The team representatives that you can see on the pictures on the slide believe that this project will change their lives, and they sense how major of a project we're working all with. As soon as you start believing this idea, and believe in yourself, you start making a difference. I wanted to start with the reviews that we received right after the conference in Minsk. I will do the traditional part of congratulating our partners for achieving qualifications after the reviews this time. Edward Vitko, Cherkasy, Ukraine. Sergei Samsonov, Structure. The major event in Minsk has shown that everyone is interested in the soonest sale of Messenger GEM4ME. The Board of Directors, team of developers with Alexander Shatrov and Viktor Stepanov as heads of the department, advertising companies such as UCT and Google, professional lawyers under the management of Dmitry Nazarov, and the constantly growing teams from Poland, Japan, Korea, India, Canada, United States, and the CIS countries. The company amazed us with new instruments that some of the world has learned about recently, blockchain and make money. The Board of Directors presented the new, simple, and comprehensible marketing, due to which making a lot of money became faster and easier. I memorized this phrase. Those who are aware of the Go package and the number 3 know the marketing well. We were offered a new perspective for the continuous development of the company in the area of conversational economics, and the messenger is sold. I really enjoyed the two educatory trainings on how to sell from leading specialists. Most importantly, after attending the dinner for the president's team, I realized for myself that million-dollar deals are not popular anymore, as nowadays it is the time for billion-dollar deals to shine. I wanted to address all the partners who did not attend the event. Ask your leaders that attended the event to let you join the workforce of fast and active work. Be on the wave of success with us. A very nice review from Edward Witkon. Another review from our spokesperson from one part of the event. Let's see what he had to say. Mikhail Gostyov, Rostov-na-Donu, Russia. Sponsor, Pavel Kulchitsky, Galina Zdravtsova Structure. Greetings to all the partners. I am very happy that I was chosen to be the spokesperson at our international conference in Minsk, and I was happy to lead it with my amazing co-host Irina. The event went really well, and I was able to make sure how major is the potential and perspectives of our project. Each speaker shared the latest news and most important information so that you could pass it down to your partners. I value the attitude of our big international team and the belief that helps us to keep on striving, regardless of the hardships, step by step towards success. I wanted to thank the board of directors, all the leaders and partners for the remarkable atmosphere that we created together. We have a lot of work ahead of us, but we're getting closer and closer to our goal. I urge everyone to maximize your efforts of promoting our messenger GEM4ME, as its value will happen very soon. I wish for everyone to receive big checks, vast international teams, and huge portfolios of shares, until we meet at the next conference. At the event, I learned that we have two separate teams developing in Korea from different sides. I'm sure this is how we will develop all other countries that we're intending to work with. They are Bangladesh, Malaysia, Vietnam, and so on. Let's read another awesome review from Irina Antonenkova. Irina Antonenkova, Kiev, Ukraine. Igor Kyrich's Structure. Not only I want to share the great news after this conference, but also the utmost excitement. I have never experienced such an intense emotional motivation in my life before. Partners from various countries attended the event and the conference was truly international, with a synchronized translation for India, Poland, South Korea, and Japan. Even though there are no language barriers for GEM4ME partners, everyone communicated with their feelings. Just take a look at the pictures and videos from the event. Apart from receiving lots of information, numbers, statistics, and reports were also danced, socialized, and had fun. All of the event's participants glittered with happiness. We had the complete unification of those who creates, promotes, and finances our messenger. We will lead our messenger to unbelievable success only with this exact understanding. I was amazed by the speech that our partner from Poland, Tomasz Ludwik Zarnecki, and his up-to-date words. The first thing that you should do when you wake up in the morning is picking up your phone and sharing the GEM4ME application with people. However, not a single video will be able to depict the atmosphere and the emotions that we experienced there in full. We concentrated a very powerful and enthusiastic potential at this event, the potential that is currently leading us towards success. I also really like the idea that Dmitry Palov from UCT has shared with us regarding the trust and belief in the project's success. One needs to believe into everything that he does with entirety, until the very end, with no leftovers, 100%. The notion of being half pregnant does not exist. You need to be 100% involved with Project GEM4ME. I wish the same to all of you. I'm sure that everything that we did at the event boosted our motivation and will make us work a lot harder towards achieving our mutual goal. I wanted to congratulate those who are actively choosing steps, and I'm so proud of our strong and unified team. I'm sure that our qualifications will erupt by the end of April. I also wanted to mention that we have an amazingly beautiful model representing our project, and we will have lots of videos, pictures, and stationery with this beautiful and stylish young woman. And you can use her images in your official means of promoting the project. Let's now congratulate our most notable partners of the week. Despite the fact that we're all traveling this week, we still have a lot of notable partners who will close their qualifications during this week. Natalia Smilik, Tobolsk, Russia. Tatiana Tarasova from Moscow, Russia. The first step is always the most important step. Our Golden Masters are once again all over the world this week. Slobodan Sekitsky from Belgrade, Serbia. Danielle Linsky from Sacramento, United States. And Gabdiuk Kim from Chittagong, Bangladesh. A very bright triangle of partners. Next, we have our one Platinum Master who has also achieved the next step in her career, Valentina Drigaila from Richland, United States. And, of course, we have a director this week, Lyubov Lukina from Rudny, Kazakhstan. We wish her a continuous success, and now she is a director in the project GEM4ME. I wanted to tell you how she has achieved this qualification, and her sponsor has described that in the best way possible. Vadim Komarov, St. Petersburg, Russia. Sergei Samsonov structure. I wanted to congratulate my partner Lyubov Lukina for achieving the Silver Director qualification. Lyubov is a very bright, sincere, and striving partner. She generates energy for everyone surrounding her. People are drawn to her and constantly want to be nearby. I'm sure that this is the first step of her journey towards success. Lyubov joined Project GEM4ME less than a year ago, but nonetheless, she believed in the project with all of her heart and became one with it. She surrounded herself with a great team of equally bright leaders. I wish for her to join the President's team this year with all of my heart. Don't forget about the corporate holidays in November of 2017. The company has posted news that describe the location and the conditions of the promotion further details. Be sure to make the most out of this offer, and I'm excited to see you join us at this vacation in the paradise of Sri Lanka this upcoming November. As you can see, the table of those who continue earning discounts towards their corporate holiday keeps on changing and expanding, and some are so close to having the trip for free or free of charge. How amazing is that? Let's not stop there. Keep up the hard work. Thank you for your time today. Keep up the hard work and keep on striving for success and apply yourselves. Until we meet next time.